Hello students, today in this class we are going to discuss about our next topic, and that is the thrust and pressure. Students, in our previous classes we have discussed about the gravitation and gravity, in which we have discussed about the force between the two masses. But today we are going to discuss the very simple effect of a force where there is a consideration of area. Students, whenever you apply a force and you observe the area where you are applying, you can observe different effects. Suppose students, you have your pen and you are using the back portion and you are pushing it on your hand. What you will observe? A little bit pressure, a little bit pain there will be on your hand. But if you use this sharp edge on your hand and apply the same force, what happens? You will observe there is a more pain, or you can get damage on your hand, because if there is a change in the area, if you reduce the area, you will get more effect of the force. If you increase the area, you will get less effect of the force. Similarly students, if you have a knife and you are cutting your fruits, what happens? If you cut the fruit using the back portion of the knife, not with the sharp edge, what happens? You will get a difficulty to cut that fruit. But if you are using the sharp edge means a smaller area, then you can easily cut the fruit, means you can easily apply the force. Similarly, if you have a nail and you want to put that nail on your wall, if you put the sharp edge on the wall, it can be easily entered inside the wall. But if you put the back side of the nail, if you put the, just like you can see that there is this shape of the nail is there. If we put the sharp edge on the wall, it can easily enter inside the wall. But if you put this back portion, wider edge on the wall, it will be the difficult to put it inside the wall. What is the effect here? You can see the area. This is the smaller area, this is the wider area. And when we put a smaller area, we get larger force, or you can say larger effect of force. And if you put a larger area, we will get a smaller effect of force. Similarly students, so many examples are there. You can see the straps of your bag are wider. That's why we can comfortably hold that bag on our shoulders. But if the straps of the your bags are narrow, then what happens? It will be difficult to hold the bag, because you will get more pressure, more force on your shoulders. And then you can see wider straps, comfort is there, means less effect of force. If narrow area, you can see larger effect of the force. Now students, there are so many examples where we can see that the area matters, and that's why there is a term pressure. We define pressure P is equal to the force per unit area. I repeat again, we define pressure P is equal to force per unit area, force upon area. This is the formula of force, because as I told you that the force and the pressure are just similar to each other, but there is a consideration of area. What is the unit of pressure? For force you write Newton, and for area you write meter square. Then what is the unit of pressure? Newton per meter square. And with the name of great scientist Blaise Pascal, we write it Pascal. Pascal. We also write it the symbol Pa. Then what is the unit of force? Pressure, sorry, Newton per meter square or Pascal. Students, we can simply write more area, less pressure. Less area, more pressure. Then simply you can write, with increase in area the effect of force will be decreased, and with decrease in area effect of force will be increased. That's why we define the force pressure. Pressure is the force experienced per unit area. Again, there is one more term, that is the thrust. Thrust. What is the thrust, students? Thrust is the simply, you can define the thrust, that whenever you apply the force on any surface, just like you are applying the force on this body, you are applying the force on this board, you are applying the force on the earth surface, you are applying the force on your bike, then there are so many directions, there are so many types of application of force. But if there is a surface and you apply a force perpendicular to this surface at 90 degree, then this force is called thrust. Force acting perpendicular to the area is called thrust. I repeat again, force acting perpendicular to an area is called thrust. Then students, in our next class we will start to discuss the Archimedes principle and flotation. Okay, then thank you for watching. Thank you, students.